Hi, welcome friend for the revision module of Social and Political Life Class 6 Understanding Diversity. In the previous video, you have already learned about understanding diversity, about this chapter. You know already what is diversity. In this module, we will be again revising on understanding diversity, benefits of diversity, unity in diversity, and some fun activity at last. So you already know that the vast range of things that we find in and around us is known as diversity. So, if we look around, we shall observe that nature offers a variety in our surroundings. There are different types of plants which have different types of flowers. There are various types of birds creeping on the trees and different animals resting under their shade. There are fishes in the water which look and behave differently from all other animals. Nature too behaves differently. Sometimes it is hot, whereas sometimes it is cold. There are times when it starts raining. The season changes. The day and night come and go. So the presence of a wide range of features in any sphere is called diversity. So we normally talk about diversity in various ways. You can, in a simple word, say that the presence of a wide range of features in any sphere is called diversity. So many, if you look the image carefully, we talk about the world, many communities living together throughout the world, and if they live within the geographical region of a country, of a particular country, that is called a nation. So that is called a nation, and different nations together form the global world. So diversity, if we talk about, is about the different types of people living in a particular country. If we talk about our country India, the people celebrate different festivals. The are of different peoples belong to different region and follow different religion. They speak different languages, enjoy different types of food available in different parts of country. As you know, we have varieties of food and very rich culture we have, and different types of clothes, the dress which we wear, especially if you talk about Rajasthan, if you talk about Leh Ladakh, if you talk about South India, talk about Gujarat, Odisha. So different types of people follow different religion, different culture, festivals, live in different region, language, and still they are part of one particular feature, a particular country, that is unity in diversity. Let us discuss more now about what do you basically understand. Let us understand diversity. And you know that the previous module we discussed, everyone on this earth differs from each other in terms of appearance, behavior, culture, and reason. So everywhere, not only of our country we are talking about, throughout the world, you'll find people of different appearance, different behavior, culture, and they belong to different regions. So that is diverse. That is your diversity. So now the question actually comes to your mind again, that what is a diversity? Let us understand in very simple words again that what is diversity. So with the help of this picture also you can understand the diversity. You can see people of different shape, color, size you can find. This is diversity actually. So let us discuss more about diversity now. So if we talk about of a classroom, let us take a situation. All of you study in some school, and all of you goes to the school, and you enjoy the classroom activities. So when you sit in the class, you will see that no one looks exactly like any other student. You may be wearing similar uniforms, you may be studying similar subjects, but you are different in many other ways. So that is diversity. Diversity is a fact of life. I will show you some images also which explains about how diversity is a fact of life. So people, as we discuss the example of the classroom where students, boys or girls from different backgrounds they come, different culture, religion they follow, they have different food habits. So all, but when they come to a particular institution, they join a particular class, so they are united. They are living together. So that is the diversity. So different people go to different places of worship. Let us take another example, that different places worship and pray in different ways. The objective of the prayer is the same, attainment of God. All religious books preach the same virtues: kindness, compassion, loyalty, truthfulness, devotion. So diversity here means the state of being varied, and compassion is a feeling of deep sympathy for others' suffering. So truthfulness, devotion, etc. It shows that we do similar things but in different ways. So we, in fact, everyone wear different types of clothes, different types of food. People they eat, enjoy. They live in different places, different region, follow different culture. So, but you understand that they do similar things like eat. Everyone will eat. Everyone wears the cloth, follow some culture, but in different ways. So they are doing similar things, but in different ways. That is your diversity. Now, to understand this diversity, I will show you some pictures, a comic representation, and I'll explain you also, and that will help you to understand what is diversity. So let us start the understanding diversity part. Yes. Now look at picture, the image. You will enjoy this comic representation of diversity, how you can understand and learn about that, what really is diversity, how you can feel diversity, how you can practice diversity. Everything you will understand now. Now let us start with this. It was the first day of school. Rajat was excited to meet all his friends who were within previous class. But his little brother Karthikeya, who was going to the school for the first time, was crying. So this happens with us every day when we have when we were small, if you go back and try to recollect those days when you were very small and it was your first day of going to the school, most of us cry. So what is the reason? What happened? So who was going to the school for the first time, Kartikeya, was crying. So it happens with us. It is a new experience going to the school. Now let us see what happened next. So their mother dropped them at the school gate and said, "Don't cry, Kartikeya. Look at that boy. He is not crying." So this boy, he is saying that, "Kartikeya, don't cry. Look at this boy. He is not crying. Come, let's go and ask his name." So he's saying, "Come, let's go and ask his name." But Bhaiya is saying, Kartikeya is saying, what is he wearing on his head? So by seeing his dress, he asked a question, because students, you know that at the smaller age, you have curiosity. So a lot of questions are there in your mind. So he asked a question that what he is wearing on his head. "I do not wear these things." Saying that, but I am not wearing these things. So let us see next what happened. So after this, he says he is a Sikh. His brother explains that he is a Sikh, so he is wearing a turban. So you have seen in your classes also a lot of your Sikh friends who wear turban. In your class also you must be having your friends who are Sikh and they usually wear turban. "Hello, what's your name?" Then they discuss as a new day of the school. A lot of new friends are there, so they normally talk among themselves. So, "Hello, what's your name?" he asked the Sikh boy. He says, "My name is Harpreet." "What is your name?" So he realized, "My name is Harpreet." "What is your name?" he says. Let us see now what happens. Then he says, the big brother, "My name is Rajat." "He is my brother Kartikeya." So he points towards his brother and says, "He is my brother Kartikeya." And says, "Let's go inside of the class." Now let us see next what happened. As they entered the classroom, they saw many of their friends seated on the chairs. Normally it happens with you also when you go and join a new class. You find boys sitting in the chairs, and when you enter they watch you very carefully, and various questions they comes to their mind. So here let us say Rajat left Kartikeya and Harpreet to the class and went to his own class. So he went to his, after leaving his brother and his friend to his class, he went to his own class. He was surprised to find many new students in his class. So he was surprised to find many new students in the class. Let's see now what happened next. The teacher came, as it was a new class, so the teacher came and asked the new student to introduce themselves. So one by one, as it happens with you also in the classes, teachers normally when it is the starting day of the class, of the new class you can say, or after long holidays also. Teachers normally ask about various things, what you did in the holidays, or when you join a new class, normally they ask you to introduce themselves. So here also the teacher asks to introduce themselves to the boys and girls of the classes. So here is the discussion. Let us see. My name is Asma. I have come from Manipur. I can speak English, Manipuri, and a little Hindi. Another boy. My name is Salman Ali. My family migrated here from Kashmir. I can speak Hindi, Urdu, Kashmiri, and English. So you know that various students from different places, culture, religion, they come and join the school, and they come from various backgrounds. Like here, Salman Ali is from Kashmir, might be migrated from the Kashmir, and he is saying that I can speak Hindi, Urdu, Kashmiri, and English. Whereas Asna is saying that she is from Manipur and can speak English, Manipuri, and little bit of Hindi. Now let's see what happens. Then another boy stood up and started introducing himself. My name is Jacob. My father got transferred here from Goa. I know English, Konkani, and a little bit of Hindi. So he's saying, my name is Jacob. My father got transferred here from Goa. I know English, Konkani, and little bit of Hindi. So he is, now important thing is that he is saying that my name, you see the difference in name also, and he is from Goa. So a lot of Christian community live in Goa. So they are transferred from Goa. I know English, he is saying, and Konkani, which is a common language spoken in that area, and a little bit of Hindi. He is saying I know little bit of Hindi also. Now let us move to another boy. He says, my name is Sudhakar Balakrishna. I am from Tamil Nadu. We have recently shifted here. I can speak Tamil and English. I am learning to speak Hindi. So he is from South India, from Tamil Nadu, and you know that normally South Indian people, they have difficulty in speaking Hindi. So he is saying that I am learning to speak Hindi, and they are more common to English. They keep speaking English, so they are comfortable with the English. So here he is saying that I am learning to speak Hindi, and he is from Tamil Nadu, different region from South India of our country. So if you recollect the different introduction of the boys, the interview which they gave, you will find them from different places. From northeast, one student was from northeast area of the country, one was from South India, one is from your Goa, and so various students from different backgrounds, they are standing and introducing themselves. So here this boy Sudhakar Balakrishnan is from Tamil Nadu. Now let us see what happened next. So as the day progressed, now this was the starting class. You know what happens in the classes in the starting day, lot of introductions are there, discuss the boys, the teachers, all they discuss about the new students, they make friends, they ask about that they are from which places, what region they come from, what culture they follow, the different types of foods which they bring, they share among themselves. So this is what goes on during the first day of the class when you join a school. So as the day progressed, the new students mingled with the old students, and they all became friends. During lunchtime, the tables were loaded with varied foods, which everyone shared. So during the daytime, it was a lunchtime. During the lunchtime, the tables were loaded with varied food, different types of. Because you know that all students, as they introduce themselves, they are from different places, different regions. They follow different culture. So normally that they must be having different food styles also. So you can see they are loaded with varied foods which everyone they shared. The important thing here is that at this particular age group, when you eat together, you make friends, you share your things, you also even you share your food, you share your feelings. So this is what happens during the first day of the class, and during the lunchtime, the foods which everyone shared among themselves. Now let us see what happened next. So after the long day of the class, these two students they went back to their home, and as it was the first day, the parents are also excited to know more about what happened with them in the classes. It happens with every parents, so they are very interested to know what happened with their kids, with their childrens in the school, whether they enjoyed, what kind of what activities were done during the first day. So all this are discussed. So here what is the discussion? Let us see. So how was your day, Kartikeya? Did you make any friends? The mother is saying, asking to Kartikeya, how was the day, Kartikeya? Did you make any friends? Now he is looking happy. In the starting, you understand that he was crying. The boy was crying to go to the school. Now he is happy. Yes, Ma, Harpreet is my best friend. He called me brother. So he is saying, if you remember, the first boy he met was the Harpreet, the sick boy, and he is saying that Harpreet is my best friend and he calls me brother. So this was the discussion between the parents, with the mother, and the students, the kids, when they come back from the school. Now let us see what happens. So here is the next picture. Watch it carefully. Now discussion with the other boy. And how was your day, Rajat? He is saying. It was great, Ma. Many new students have joined my class this year. They are from different places, speak different languages, eat different foods, but they have all become my friends. And the best part is now we get to eat a variety of food, and soon I will learn many new languages like Kashmiri, Manipuri, and Tamil. So, this is the advantages. When you live in such a country where people from different religion, culture, they live together. Not only it is the example of our country. If you talk about the whole world, it is a global world. Why we call it as a global world? So people, when they meet, they interact with each other, and they share their food, they share their culture. So this is how different foods must have reached to other parts. Like nowadays, you many times you enjoy that Chinese food, especially the momos and chow meins and other things. So that has come from China, and cake and other recipes of bakeries have come from the European part, and we ourselves, our country, has given the taste of dosa, South Indian dishes, to whole world. So, so this is how we share, how we learn when we interact, when we live together in an institution, in a country, in a nation, and we try to learn about each other. Even the clothings, the cloths, the style of clothes which we wear, we try to learn it. We try to uh, utilize different other material which have been used by different group of people, and try to manufacture it for own. And this is how things goes on, and this is a good example of diversity. So I hope you have learnt about that, with the discussions what happened about in the classes, and when they come back from there, they came back from the class. And so what actually do you learn? You learn that what is diversity. So diversity brings, you can say, variety in our lives, and provides us with varied opportunities. Just imagine if all people were farmers, or if everyone was a plumber or an electrician, there will be no growth in society. So if you cannot talk about only some particular group of people, that these are the main people. So this is not the way how the society runs. A society grows when people are engaged in various occupations. They learn various skills as per their interest and work towards enhancements of society. So they work toward the enhancement of society. So this is what happens. Now normally if you look at your hand, you have 5 fingers, but none of them appear to be similar. However, they work together. So you normally look towards, do you find these fingers similar? None of them are similar. In the same way, all people not alike, still they work together towards a common goal. You know that. Look at the picture. Different people with different religion, community, they are not same, but they work towards the common goal. So a person may follow a particular reason, while another person may follow another reason, but they are working for a particular goal. They work together towards a, you can say, together towards a common goal. So human beings are social beings. They depend on others for fulfillment of their needs. That is why, although each one of us is unique in our behavior, feeling and needs, we are brought up to live together in group. These are called social groups. So as you learned in the previous module, peoples belong to different groups. So people look at the picture carefully. People show diversity in their eating habits as well. As some people eat non-vegetarian food, while some others eat vegetarian food. So our country example, if you talk about, here you have example of West Bengal, a different food style with non-veg and fish. Normally you eat over here. Rajasthan, you know the thali, Rajasthan, the food, different South Indian, you can see the dosa, vada, all these are very common food. So this is how diversity is there in eating habits as well. Fine. Okay. Now this already I have discussed that you all fingers, if you look carefully your hand, your fingers are not equal. The same are the peoples, but they work towards a common goal. So a person may follow a particular religion, while another person may follow another religion, but they work for a common goal. So the human beings, as we discussed, are social beings. They depend on the others for the fulfillment of their needs. That is why each one of us is unique in our behavior, feelings, and needs. We are brought up to live together in a group. These are called social groups. So we form social groups everywhere. It can be in a community, it can be in your offices, religious places, or various other parts you will find the social groups. So the immediate group in which we live is our family. Where we live, the immediate group where we live is a family. It can be anywhere. So a group of different families living in a similar area or having common links are called community. So this is a picture, if you watch it carefully, it is community over here. And many communities living together within a geographical region of a country is called a nation. Then starting, I have discussed the importance of our nation, of the nation. So communities living together within the geographical region of a country is called a nation. And different nations together form the global world. So all we are working towards a common goal. So as we discuss, diversity brings variety in our life. So diversity brings variety in our life. Fine. So diversity is diversity brings variety in our lives. In the starting we discussed. So you know that in a institution where like a school, where children from different places, religions, they come and study together, but they have a common goal. They work towards the common goal. So that is why we can say diversity is a fact of life. So you will see that no one looks exactly like any other student. Here you will find different students. So difference in their shape, difference in their size, difference in their clothing. But here you can see they have a common dress over here. So you may be wearing similar uniform. You may be studying similar subjects, but you are different in many other ways. So that is diversity brings variety. That is why we call diversity brings variety in our lives. So this was about the diversity, how it brings variety in our lives and provide us with varied opportunities. So we work together for the common goal, for the goals by which our future will be bright. Now look at this picture. Diversity is a fact of life. Again, I can say that students, although they are wearing a common dress, common uniform, but they might be of different culture, religion, and might be having a different taste of food, but when they live in an institution, so they develop a common goal. So they are working for a common goal. So a society, you can say, grows when people are engaged in various activities. They learn various skills as per their interest and work toward the enhancement of the society. So these students, they are working for the enhancement. Why they are studying? For the enhancement of society, for the welfare of the society. So this we have learned about the interest of the people, how the world has become a global family. Each nation has diverse interests. They all work towards better future. Interdependence of nations exists across international borders, resulting in better economic conditions across the globe. So let us now again discuss about what is, I hope now you have understood what is diversity. So everything on this differs from each other in terms of appearance, behavior, culture, reason. So India can be considered as a country of vast diversity. Understanding diversity means to comprehend that each individual is unique It also means to recognize our individual differences along the dimensions of race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, socio-economic status, age, physical abilities, religious beliefs, political beliefs, and other ideologies. So diversity meaning, again you can say, the vast range of things that we find in and around us is known as diversity. So difference, vast range of things. For understanding diversity, let us take an instance, say, on our Mother Earth. There are different varieties of things such as plants, animals, a river, trees, birds, flowers. All this is diversity. So you can say that difference among people on basis of religion, language, eating habits, etc. is called diversity. So we already learned from the comic representation of this module. A person may follow a particular religion while another person may follow another religion. Different people speak different languages. Even if they speak the same language, different people among them may be speaking the same language in different essence. So this is what they have difference. So people show diversity in their eating habits as well. We have discussed in the previous module, also in the starting of this module. So some people eat non-vegetarian food while some others eat vegetarian food. Majority of the people from Gujarat are vegetarians. On the other hand, majority of people from West Bengal are non-vegetarians. So now the important thing is, what is the benefit of this diversity? So diversity gives many benefits in our life. Diversity adds variety to the way we live. We learn to understand and respect different types of culture because of diversity. We learn to things from different angles because of diversity. Had there been no diversity, it could have been boring life for us. So this is why diversity is important. If you see only one particular thing, like now what is happening, you understand that. So you will be bored of that, with the similar things if they are going. So we need to enjoy different types of food, different types of cloth, traveling from one place to another place. So all this is the benefit of diversity. So there have been no diversity, if you could have been a boring life for us. So had there have been no diversity, you can say it could really have been a boring life for us. So that is why you can say diversity is very, very important for us. So this was a look at the image of our school representation. A team network work results in unity in diversity. A good example of unity in diversity. Students from different backgrounds play and work for a common goal. So this is a best example of unity in diversity. So at last, let us recollect, quick look. Let us have diversity means being different from one another. We can say in India, diversity exists in terms of social group, religious practices, language, culture, and festivals. So there are 22 official languages in India. Different religions are practiced in India. People of different regions have different food habits and culture. Diversity is a way of life which adds color to our life. National integration lies in unity. So this is the importance of unity. Unity in diversity. So I hope you must have enjoyed this module. Now let us discuss the fun activity for you, things to do. If there were no diversifying features in India, means there is no diversity, then what will happen? What differences would you find in the culture, language, climate, and cuisines of India? So hope you must have enjoyed revision module of this chapter, Understanding Diversity. Meet you in the next video.